make people have side effects like headaches, nausea, and they want to get off medication, but they just don't know how. I know it firsthand because one of these three is my mom. At Precise Nutrition, it was founded by me. My PhD is in precision medicine. I'm interviewed in American Scientist magazine and Forbes. I'm advised by Emily Reiser at Texas TNC, Virginia, who's a health coach, a decade of experience in this field, and Dr. Ashwini Malad, who has done a lot of research in diabetes and also treated hundreds of patients in diabetes. We are creating the world's first AI-based app which can reverse chronic heart disease. We help people over 40 eliminate blood pressure, cholesterol, and diabetes medicines in 3 months. And we do this by taking in simple macro measurements and simple blood tests. And we do this to compute where they stand with respect to their ideal targets, which are individually customized. Thereafter, we figured out what their ideal target should be in terms of the 13 macro, 13 vitamin, and 18 mineral. And these are based on hundreds of medical journals and clinical trials of more than 5,000 people. These are in compliance with FDA, American Heart Association, American Diabetic Association. With these numbers, 71% of people got off medication, and 29% of them saw a significant reduction in medication. After that, the next step is to have people compute, do a food journal for 2 weeks, and understand where they stand, where they're excess, where they're deficient in their mineral intake. And then we give clients the choice how they wish to change the diet, how fast do they wish to change it. They can choose anywhere from a fast change, which would enable a treatment of 3 months, or a slower change, which is treatment of 9 months. Then we start examining where they stand today in terms of exactly what they eat and how they can change it. The program starts off very small. Maybe if they have coffee with sugar, maybe try sugar substitute. If they have wine with 2 glasses, maybe have 1. Really simple, small changes to start the program. And then you can go for slightly bigger changes. If they have cereal, the brand X, maybe try brand Y. If they have milk, maybe whole fat, maybe try fat-free milk. And then we can make it slightly more complex. They can go into their oil choices when they're making food, start cutting down things that are excess, and then eventually, over a period of time, start making bigger changes in their meal. Like having pizza, maybe instead of having pizza, maybe try a sandwich. And eventually, the goal is to get people to do weekly meal preps, which we will advise them on. Our recommendations are also incorporate fitness trackers, but instead of just tracking what people are doing in terms of activity, we try to understand different heart rate zones where they are working out. And then we tell them very specifically at what heart rate zone they should work out for how much time every week. And these targets are individually customized and adjusted every week. So it ensures that they are getting the optimal workout. We have had so far 9 patients on our medical platform, and they have ranged from 20 to 70, both male and female. As you'll see, they saw weight loss drop about a pound a week, 0.5% body fat loss a week. Their blood pressure went from taking medication to medication-free. Their hemoglobin A1C, which is a marker for diabetes, went from being on medication to a medication-free level. And cholesterol also saw a 1 point drop per week, and from taking medication to medication-free levels. So you can see there are very steady drops across the board every week, and these have been done over a 60-week period. For athletes, we've had 3 athletes on our platform, and they have won against Boston Marathon, Chicago Marathon, Houston Marathon runners, and Ironman people. They were able to reach peak performance. First, what we are seeing is that resting heart rate dropped from 85 to 55, and that increased their life. The second thing was that recovery improved 64%, faster than competition. So that gives them a huge competitive advantage. And finally, their average heart rate was 99% at medical max. So that enabled them to cycle continuously for 10 minutes nonstop at max heart rate.
5 minutes.
Currently, people are spending, if they're pre-diabetic, expenses can balloon to $33,000 if they don't take care of their diet. At Precise Nutrition, we can save 90% of these costs. However, this remains a B2B play because most of the insurance costs are covered by government, and the remaining remaining 1/3 is covered by private insurers. Currently, if we target just 5% of the population in the US, which is 100 million pre-diabetic and diabetic patients, we can look at a revenue of $6.2 billion. And when you expand it globally, we can have a revenue of $7.5 billion. Our go-to-market strategy is to start with BP and cholesterol patients because we can see the fastest results from them, then expand to diabetic patients, and eventually pre-diabetic patients to go for a 20 times larger market, which is a preventative care market. In terms of competition, current traditional models really don't work. We have two chronic heart disease apps, LARC and Virta. However, none of them really individually customize nutrient intake for people. And Virta just specifically looks at diabetes. Our work looks also at blood work. And what is really a compelling difference in Precise Nutrition is the IP, individually customized daily targets, which differentiates us from anyone else in the market. We're currently raising $1 million, first to drive adoption from B2C play at physician's office to do a large clinical trial. Then we want to expand to B2B markets, employer health insurance, and hopefully get approval from FDA for a breakthrough medical device. Then we want to go to FDA again to get software and medical device approval, and eventually be able to start expanding rapidly. So three times growth every quarter is our goal. These are testimonials we've got for some of our clients. It's really showing how effective the program is and how much they love the platform. So that's Precise Nutrition, reversing chronic diseases. Thank you very much.